Hey guys, just want to make a quick little video how to make a makeshift shot put glove. There are already things like this on the market, but the famous one, the Rohde glove for shot put, they're designed to, if your hand's hurting or you're throwing a really heavy shot, like a 20 plus pounder or 18 plus pounder, and you want to just preserve your hand because they do kind of hurt a little. Um, and they're basically designed to, when you push back, the glove has straps here and you wrap around the strap, and it basically prevents your fingers from pushing back really far and your hand from pushing back really far. So it gives you added support. Now it's very important. This is just a training thing. These are not legal in comp. All right, and the thing I'm about to show you is, if you don't, first of all, have the money to buy a Rohde glove or um have a Rohde glove, the Rohde glove is the best one. This is really just like a temporary thing. If you kind of tweak your hand and practice or something, but you still want to train, and it's not that bad, but it's bad enough where you feel like you need some type of protection. The first thing I would try is just taping your fingers if you didn't already. If you did tape your fingers and it's still kind of hurting, this is more the video for you. So, first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna need probably a full roll of athletic tape. I don't know if you'll use it all, but the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna just tape around here twice to make a base. So you're gonna tape that. And you want to make sure you do this really neatly, a little neater than what I'm doing. So you just want a little base there so that the tape, because the tape sticks to the tape a lot more than the tape sticks to your skin. I also will say, if you have there's a skin adherent for tape, like Kramer or Mueller makes some. I would recommend doing that, because generally this is when you're like during practice or something, you're probably going to be sweaty. If you're not, you're probably not throwing right because you're not doing anything. um but unless you're like cold or whatever, like in a cold weather, it's like snowy or something. All right, and then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go once around in each individual finger like this. All right, so make sure it's not that thick. All right, because as we progress, the fingers around the tape around your fingers, sorry, will get a little thicker. And it's important you only tape these three, not your pinky and not your thumb. Because, I mean, quite honest, the shot doesn't really come off your thumb. I mean, well, definitely not your thumb, but not your pinky either. You really only need to protect these three fingers, because these three fingers are the meat. These are the ones that actually produce the force and are strong and have muscle. All right. And also, if it is coming off your pinky and your thumb, you just need to reevaluate how you how you release a shot, because that's just not right. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do is you're just gonna measure out. All right, you're gonna measure out a strip from that hand, and you want to put it past. All right, past this, and you want to make sure that your hand is slightly tilted a little. All right, not fully tilted, but just slightly. You don't want it straight out. All right, so if you measured it out, rip it off. And I like to do the middle finger first. So it's going to be here. You're going to go around, kind of groove that in a little. So like this. All right. And then you have your hand slightly tilted. And then you stick it like that. All right, and then what you do is you go from the bottom. Actually, well, no, you go from the top and you wrap around. And I'd recommend maybe like twice. All right, and you see already it's a little hard for me to move. All right, so you do that once there, and then you do it once here. And again, when I don't really do this because I actually have a Rohde glove, no flex, but this so mine's not that clean. I hope that you guys don't even need to use this, because that means that your hand's hurting, and you know, RIP. But so you're just gonna repeat the process, and your middle finger will generally be the longest strip. So all the strips shouldn't be equal length. All right. So you got here. So you're here, and you kind of want to cross. So you want all the strips to go to the middle strip. All right. So you want it here. Do once around there, once around here. All right, and then last finger. This finger right here is probably your shortest one, the one closest to your pinky. So it's here, straight down the middle, a little tilted. All right, and you still want to make sure you can move your individual fingers still. All right. So then wrap once again around, and you kind of, after you do this last strip, kind of just go a little down. All right. And then make one more strip here. All right. And then now you got a glove. All right. From here, good tension right here. All right. Really good tension. Can still move individual fingers. All right. You just want to make sure when you tape, one, it's not too tight, and two, you should have a little space. Like if you were to go like this, have a little space. So it shouldn't be stuck to your palm. All right. It should be like, it should be only tight when you're flexing like this. All right? Because, and it's going to feel pretty tight because the whole point of this is to prevent you from going back. All right? So it will feel tighter. And again, this is not legal for competition because you're not allowed to have stuff on your palm. Trust me. If this was legal, everyone would use these because you can get a much better release with this kind of glove. All right? And if you're throwing an overweight implement, and your hands really hurting, you can tape your fingers together. So I would make here, and you can space your fingers apart however you want. Basically, like this. All right. So then your fingers aren't gonna move individually. So you kind of move as one unit right here, okay? And that makes a little more base and a little more meat right there. So you can really get a good push. All right? And another thing, for women, you probably don't need another pair unless you're like throw pretty far. Because the implement just doesn't weigh that much. For men, you probably need to do like 2 or 3 strips. I'm just not going to do that in this video because this video is already long enough. I'm sure you guys can figure it out. So you just want to make sure that there's not too much tape on your hand, all right? So because you then you'll lose feeling for the shot. Okay? Then you'll just feel like you're just a mummy just throwing. All right? So you don't want that much. All right? It shouldn't be like a big bulb. All right? It should still you should still kind of look like a hand. All right? So that's what it should look like. And basically I just gave you like the 2 versions of the Rohde glove for shot put. So but yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see y'all later.